Last week, I talked about the importance of knowing what to leave out or to delete when it comes to editing and critiquing assignments and essays, particularly when reviewing and proofreading. And yes, that can mean having to press delete on that amazing sentence or cool quote that's been found. So how do we stop that little heartache from occurring in the first place? Well, that's where those all-important skills and techniques of dissecting the wording of the question or the task or the essay title comes in. Firstly, your team needs to make sure they're working at the level of response that's required by identifying the command word or words often. And if you've been to any of my free parent webinars, then you'll know a bit about what that involves, because I always include the skill of identifying command words because it is just so important. Now, secondly, it requires going beyond the topic of the question or the title of the essay and identifying the real focus. Now, I've talked in detail about the topic versus focus issue in my free writing tips mini-series, so I'll link that up in the notes with this video for you. And thirdly, what follows on from both of those is effective planning. Planning that ensures all elements and requirements of the task or question are being addressed, but also a good plan means that there's no risk or temptation to go off on any tangents or end up in that dreaded zone of waffle. There's even a sneaky fourth skill that comes into play here, the skill of being mark scheme savvy. Because when students are really clued in as to how mark schemes and rubrics are written and how they relate specifically to a question or task and the wording, then they can actually mentally predict what will be in that mark scheme just by reading and dissecting the question. No psychic powers needed, just the training and understanding of what goes on behind the scenes of marking and assessment writing, which is, as you know, what I train students in, and particularly in Catapult 8 of the 10-week grade transformation program. Now, I know that there are a lot of different skills and strategies there that I've just mentioned and that your team needs if they're going to achieve their ultimate academic success and, in this case, do it as efficiently as possible. Minimal time and effort wasted. But I can assure you that learning and honing those skills will pay off tenfold in terms of time and effort when they can write that whole essay or assignment or report every time without spending time, unnecessary time on content or research that then needs to be later deleted at the editing stage. Especially, this is important as well, if they're in time conditions for like an exam. So that's where every minute counts, right? I'm Katie Price, grade transformation expert, and I'd really appreciate any feedback you have. Leave me a comment underneath this video wherever you're watching, on the blog, on Facebook, on YouTube. And if you think this could be helpful to anyone else that you know, please share it, forward it. And until next week, let's make this a fabulous week.